Okay, after this one, I'm taking a break. I don't want to think about anything else after this. All I want to get to is the hands. And I'm only going to use as this. I'm going to go, the pinky is 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. So anytime I get to a 5, I'm in the valley. Anytime you see a 5, I'm in the valley. That's it. Finished. Fixed. Halfway. But every time I'm in the valley, I'm halfway. It counts as one area. 1, 5 in between two spaces. 5, 1, 2. Shift and move them over. I've got a mountain and a valley in every area, and the wheels will keep on turning. Raphael, 7286 in Constellation of Pegasus. Let's begin. 19, 38, 57, 76. These are all additions of 19. When I get to here, to the letter I have added up 19, okay? 57, 76, 86, 95, 114. Show me that I'm wrong. How much is 9 times 19 times 19 equals to 171. When you add up 1 to 18, it equals to 171. This is where the Q letter is involved, the number 7 on the telephone. They took the Q letter away and they put it on the A letter. Okay, there was nothing on the A letter before, but now this is on the A letter, making this 153 and saying ace in the I position. When we come down the second row, we have 20, 30, 40, 50. Usually it would be, in the 19, it would be 2, 9, 3, 9, 4, 9, 5, 9, and this would create 11. 1 and 1 is 2, 9 and 9 is 18. It becomes 9, so this would become 2, 9, right? But if I say 38, it's the same thing, right? But now I'm going to do it again. If I say 2 and 18, I say 20, it becomes 2 again. So it's always going to say the same thing, 2, 9, 11. This is going to end up saying 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is at G. 8 is over here. 9 is an I. 999, the birth inside Venus, running by the number of the letter value in Jupiter. This is 1/5 of the clock, 1/5 of the clock, making that there are 10 parts of the clock, and it falls into 512 memory. 5-1 is Mars, 5-2 is Earth, 1 and 2 is Alpha Beta. It is on the inside of the circle. It is the circle area, or the square, whichever one you want to talk about, because 1 and 2 on the other side creates 1, 2, 3. It's the high sky. It recreates A and B in the gematria scale. When we come to F, we have, first of all, let's go to over here. In order to create these into the 4, 7, 10, we need 4 minus 1. This right away creates the IT system birth inside the sun. 2018, the Mayan scheduling for dates. 57 creates the moon over here. And the same reason we have 3 times 3 is creation. In the fourth area, we create this. We create 6 and 7, the gateway of 6. 616, that 1/6, the half-life between two sides in gematria. It says 1 and 1 come together. This creates the hand of God. It also creates 2-4, the bad cat. It creates the pointer and the ring finger. This creates both sides of the gateway. Creates love. 5-4-6-3 is the word love. 5-4-6-3 is love. So in between love and love, look at that. The hand of God holding creation, the puppet. 6 and 9. Then we get over to I. After I, boom, we get the gateway and the birth. Because after 9, the rotator goes back to 1 again. There is no 0. The rotator goes back to 1. The minute you get back to 1, you're starting the same rotation again. And you end up in this rotation at 285. 285 over here. But with the one Budweiser bow tie, it shifts over here to look like the Budweiser crooked bow tie when you add the low shoe numbers to it. That is the cycle right over here. When you arrive over here, okay, you end up with, look, the dividing arm of 5 and 9. Okay, which is 5 and 1 equaling to 10, 10. That is the Mars system. 202 away on both sides of the Mars. Mars is both its moons. And the cycle system of the touchdown on our moon, 136, 613 laws, 6 days for a touchdown. 1 point for the extra point because I can hear you between the pipes. 3 points for a field goal. The creation of 7 and 2, 7 and 11, 27, 9, 9, and 9. The first 3 numbers inside C, inside the moon, 27 of creation on Saturn skies, 39. Everything is linked over here, and this one over to Jupiter. When we're down over here, we get 89, and this is the high sky, and it represents 1 and 2. Both plus and minus equals to the star, 10 and minus 77, the gateway. When we get over to J, it recreates 7 and 9 again from G. G, H, I, come again. The minute you get to M, G, H, and I, over to O. The minute you get to P, it's again the same thing. G, H, and I, 7, 8, and 9 start repeating. The minute you get here, once this 9 becomes 1, and 10 is 1, becomes a 10. The minute you get that 10, this one will revert to 6 plus 16. We come to the half-life. So J, L is back to Pluto again. That's L. The L letter means 50. Then we have again, where is that? 79. Excuse me again. 110, we arrived at the Twin Towers, the top of Jupiter. 209 becomes 269. Rotation on Venus, we need both sides. We must reach the top for the antenna to grab the both sides, or to grab the above to the below. And then we keep on going over here, 60, 98, if you want to understand the difference, where 10 equals to 7, but the high-low is 60 and 98, the high sky of 1 and 2, when we reach the low. Would you follow what I'm saying? 1 and 7 is 6 and 8 around the 7th gate. And then we get to R again, we get back on Ra. We get back to the Twin Towers on Jupiter, and we're the vibration between the moons of Mars, 1 and 5. And we get to S, the Spirit, and we're back down. Then we get to T, the R is going to happen. The R, let me see, P, and then Q, R, S is again 7. Then 7, then 8 would be the T, 9 would be the U, and again, we're back over here to the gateway on V, and then 1, 2, and we're back again to that gateway on Y and Z, area Mars. We have to understand that when we get to Z and add it up, we have 494, which creates 36 and 13. 36 and 13 will create 27, one part of the sun, and the alternate current. Inside the circumflex, which is a hat that goes over a letter, dividing two sides of energy, and we have to understand how to get to the numbers, of 7, 1, and 4. 4 and 3 is 7, 4 and 0 stays in the same area. 4 and 3 is plus, here's minus and plus. When it's the minus, it's minus 3 minus 8 becomes 11. Will become 66, will become 77, 167 inside the church, and the gateway of creation. When we come over here, it's 3 and 2. 1 is a plus because it's to the 7th gate. Okay, this should have been minus over here, minus 1. 3 and 1 is altered current, which will become 3 and 7, and then we'll create the Q from that. Let me mark that down. I don't know why I didn't do that. Did I do that? So let me pause this for a second. I want to see what happened. Yeah, it was my mistake. I'm working on this number 4 over here. 4 and 3, 9 minus 2. 3 and 2, and 3 and 8 come to the same way. Communication under the two sides of the hat of the church. 3 and 7, where 3 and 4, and 9 and 7 come together. So again, 2 and 7, 3 and 3, 3, 2, 7. That 27, 1/3 of Venus comes together. 2 and 7. Okay, if you look at the two dice, I'm just going to show you it has a spot here and a spot here. In between are these 3 numbers here, this number here, and these 3 numbers here. But you can't pull them through. See the way this is being blocked? It's like 2 arrows pointing between 9, 5, and 1 is the split. 9 holds the split of buttons here. 5 into 7 is 2, and this one becomes 0 if you minus it. If you add it, it's 5 and 7, and it's 9 and 9. So it becomes 9 and 3, 3 and 9, and that is the Saturn sky. Then over here we have 6 and 4 creates 1, 9 and 1 create 10, 1 and 1. From 6 and 1 will create 7 and 6. Both sides of the gematria scale between G and T. T after it is U and S, and G before it is 6, F and 8, G. And then 9 and 4 is 13 creates 4, and 4 and 9 create 4, and you recreate that cycle. Raphael, understanding all of these things and understanding where everything goes, I'm just going to throw a few things at you that when we get over here, right, to the sun creation and the passage of the first love between these two, the average, okay, is minus 5 and plus 5, which would be 54, and 54, which would be right inside the sun. Okay, that's where your love would be. 54 would end up creating 32 is your communication to the 7th world. Because it's 54, minus 4 and minus 3, that is your DC communication. Because it's 54, 7 and 7 is 54, 7 and 7 is 14. 7 and 7 is 14. 54, 7 and 7, 2 and 2. 7 times 2, 7 plus 2, win the big red dog. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5, 2 and 2 is 4. 2, 7, 7, 2 in the Fibonacci scale. That's your average in between. Now, if you want to go right on the number, this one will take you to the 7th gate by plus 3 and minus 2. This one will take you to the 7th gate. This will be plus 2 and minus 2. So we have to understand how this whole system works because it's so perfect. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. My next one is on the fingers, and then I'm doing Moses, and I need to stop myself and take a break. Compression. If there was some questions out there that I can honestly, I mean, I'll answer all the questions honestly. Either I know, I don't know. It's a maybe, it's a story, it's but it's all of what we think. I was watching this thing on Monica Lewinsky, on Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, I don't know. And it doesn't matter. Somebody lied and you don't want him as your president, right? Secondly, why are they keeping so many secrets? And if so many secrets got out and some of them don't make any difference, then why don't they share that secret about the Twin Towers? What's the difference? How much trouble can we get in for a secret? Because secrets, if we didn't have these secrets, we wouldn't have the lies. And if we didn't have the lies and the secrets, we probably wouldn't have any trouble. But everybody is trying to build on things to protect themselves because everybody's lying to each other. But the biggest liars are the biggest thieves. Raphael, thank you for watching. In honesty.